Good afternoon, and welcome to the class of 2018's graduation ceremony. We are so fortunate with today's weather, seeing that it was supposed to rain. It did rain yesterday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So we have this beautiful day sandwiched in between. Welcome to all of the family and friends that are here to celebrate our students. At this time, I would ask our class marshal, Alexi Carolyn, to please seat the students in the class of 2018. Alexi? Before we begin with our first welcome address, I'd like everyone to please stand and salute our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you to Barrington High School's Choral Ensemble. At this time, I would like to call on Sam Reed, the senior class president, to give his welcome address. Sam?
Thank you, Mr. Hurley. Thank you to all who attended, and congratulations to the class of 2018. I remember at the end of junior year, when I learned that I had to give a speech at graduation, I was really excited. I was thrilled with the idea that I would be speaking on behalf of my class, representing all my wonderful classmates and all their accomplishments. Except, when it came to start writing, I panicked. Not because I waited until the last minute, not that I ever wait till the last minute on any schoolwork, Mr. Sexton. But it was because I didn't know how to fit in all the great accomplishments and characteristics that make our class special. In the past 4 years here at the high school, every one of us has achieved a great deal through athletics, extracurriculars, music, the arts, exams, senior project, and even Battle of the Classes. You have all excelled in some way. One aspect of our class that has always impressed me is our ability to come together. No matter the differences, our class can join together as one. To demonstrate this quality, I would like to read a few statements. If any of these statements apply to you, fellow members of the class of 2018, please stand and remain standing. If you have helped to plan a class event such as prom, homecoming, or battle of the classes, please stand. If you contributed to a championship or award received by the school in the past 4 years, such as the math team, hockey, or Life Smarts, please stand. If you have ever participated or supported our talented performers of Unified Theater and Stage Masters, please stand. If you have ever been a member of a chorus or band ensemble, please stand. If you are one of our many artists who creates work for Arts Night, designed a t-shirt for Battle of the Classes, or became an artist during their senior project, please stand. If you have ever participated in or cheered on your fellow classmates at a sporting event, please stand. And finally, if you are a member of the great class of 2018, please stand. That should be everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your great class of 2018. Classmates, if you could please remain standing just for a little bit more. Everyone standing here today will go on to college, the workforce, the military, or a gap year exploring. We stand together, we support one another, and we will always value the education we received at Barrington High School. Seniors, since we're standing, let's give a standing ovation to the teachers, staff, parents, family, friends, and community members who made this possible. All right, guys, you can sit down now. Thank you. You'll be walking the stage soon, don't worry. Together, we will take on the real world and all it has to throw at us. Not only am I confident that my classmates will excel, but I am also confident in the fact that they are very well prepared for what's ahead. Barrington High School does an exceedingly good job in preparing its students for life beyond high school. Through dedicated teachers and faculty, and our dedicated custodians and administration, Barrington High School students receive the care and drive they need to shine. Additionally, so does our community, our parents, and volunteers who work hard to provide the best for us and support us through our years here at the high school. Although the benefits of our community may seem to go unnoticed, I assure you that they will be valued for years to come. Wherever the road may take you, my fellow classmates, I promise you that you have what it takes to make a change, to lead, and to find success in your endeavors. I know some of you are probably still thinking that this day came too soon, that tomorrow you should be taking a test or attending practice, and I'm sure some of you thought this day couldn't come soon enough. Parents, I assure you, senioritis is an actual epidemic. But the reality is that this day is here. The time has come for you to take the next step in life. Seniors, don't look at this day as a goodbye or a farewell, but rather as an honor and a recognition for all your hard work. You have completed high school and learned all the necessary tools you need to thrive in the real world. On the various paths you take, I encourage you to utilize them. I also encourage you to stay in touch with your teachers. Let them know how their guidance has helped you excel. And don't be a stranger to your fellow classmates. You will never have another experience with a close group such as this one. Cherish the memories and relish in the fact that you will always have someone to lean on. With that said, I invite you to embrace the world with a smile. Turn failures into lessons and carry yourself with confidence because you are the great class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Great job. At this time, I'd like to call Madyson Borek for our first student essay. Madyson?
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start by extending a huge congratulations to my fellow members of the class of 2018. All right, now first things first, I did not think that this day would ever come, or if it did, that I would be up here speaking. In fact, I'm sure many people are surprised to see me up here today. Historically, I've never been someone who's a fan of public speaking. But I've also recently been reminded that I am not someone who lets something that's unfinished and unsatisfactory slip by. Regardless of the fact that we may have talked to each other every single day the past 180 school days, I still have one more thing left to say. But I'll get back to that later. Back to the idea about this day, June 3rd, the class of 2018's graduation day, seeming non-existent. When you're young, you count the schools you have left, and then the years, and then the months, then the days, and then the hours. One of my friends has set a countdown for the moment graduation starts on her phone since November. Among all the celebration, I'm still hesitant towards the idea of leaving all this. We've spent so much of our time the past 4 years in and around this building, and while yes, we complain about it constantly, we did enjoy it. I've had many conversations with my friends and other kids in our grade, and we all seem to have the same bittersweet emotion towards leaving. This is because while we spend every second in that building watching the seconds tick by on the clock, when it comes time for the final bell to ring, we realize just how fast it went by. By now, those periods and days seem shorter than the time that it took for the seconds hand to get all the way around the clock. This emotion also stems from the fact that this is where we spend so much time with the people we love. Friendships were built here, in this school, in this town, that will last us forever. We're hesitant to leave not just this school and town and the safety of this bubble we've built, but we're scared to leave each other. We're scared to leave our friends, our family, our teachers. The teachers at Barrington High School, in my opinion, are the reason that kids are truly going to miss this school. The school has become not just a place to learn math, science, English, and history, but to develop meaningful relationships with people. That's something I've always valued about the high school, just how much the teachers care about us. We may give them a hard time being too busy singing and laughing to do any work in A-Push, or putting up a toll to get into the teacher parking lot on senior prank day, or turning our essays in 3 months late and then complaining about our grade, but despite our whining, we appreciate it. We appreciate every single thing you guys do for us, more than you could ever know. I heard a student thank a teacher for all their help at the end of the year this year, and they said to the teacher, "I don't know if you get many thank yous," and they replied, "Very few." Well, this fact made me sad because that teacher, of all, deserves those thank yous. I understand, because I have a hard time giving sentiments on a one-to-one basis, which is why I stick to writing thank you notes and giving presents to teachers who wrote me letters of recommendation, which is another thing altogether. You guys put yourselves on the line to speak for us and get us into college. We wouldn't be leaving and going places without you. At this school, teachers and students are able to be friends and to form actual, genuine relationships. A friend of mine has a teacher who's like an older sister to her. I've personally been adopted by like 5 of the teachers here, which is another reason that it's so hard to walk away. We're going to miss you guys, because putting everything aside, we owe you a lot. So when I heard about the opportunity to speak, I only had one thing to possibly say. Thank you. From all of us, thank you. You've done so much more for us than you will ever know. You guys are the reason we're walking across this stage today. The reason we're walking across it and not running across it to get away. It's hard to express in words the gratitude I have for the school and for the teachers who've made me standing here possible, but I figured I have to try. So from me, from the class of 2018, from all the students you've ever pushed to get that passing grade, or just simply asked if they were okay and needed any help. From any student who you've ever talked through a problem they're having with them. From any student that you've had to hold their hand in order for them to get to walk across this stage today. From any student that you've given somewhere to go when they leave here, and from any student you've ever had. Thank you. I know it's not enough, but it's what we've got. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Madyson. At this time, I'd like to call the Choral Ensemble back, and they're going to perform Song of Joy by Greg Gilpin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Also, thank you to Christian Black. Christian was our accompanist, so thank you, Christian. At this time, I'd call on George Connelly to come up for our second student essay. George?
Thank you, and good afternoon, administrators, faculty, family, friends, and the class of 2018. It is an absolute privilege to be speaking before you all today. If you have ever before heard a student-written graduation speech, there is most likely a time in it where they mention how difficult it was to write. And upon the writing of this essay, I can confirm that. But I'm also very thankful for the writing of this essay, as it has allowed me to reflect on my time spent in Barrington amongst this very special class. Throughout my 4 years at the high school, I have had the pleasure to have a very unique view of this class, as since my freshman year, I've been a part of the school's daily news program called Sunrise. And every morning as I would prepare for the show, members of the class would come in and they would promote the projects that they've been working on outside of the classroom. I would talk to them about what exactly they were doing. Not only because I would have to interview them live on air in a couple of minutes, but also because I was fascinated. It fascinated me that a group of students came together and organized a beach cleanup to celebrate Earth Day. It fascinated me that students came together and through their senior project enhanced the community by organizing fundraisers, planting trees, or promoting school pride. And it fascinated me that so many students that I have spoken to show great excitement in working outside of the classroom to help the community in so many different ways. Now, as I reflected upon those moments, there was one constant: community. This class of 2018 is not only very involved in the Barrington community, but in itself has become a community. There's a great quote by a financial CEO by the name of Anthony D'Angelo, and he says that without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community. And I've seen it firsthand, my classmates have seen it firsthand, that this class cares. This class cares about their academics, about their sports teams, their bands, their clubs, and most importantly, this class cares about this class. Now I'd like to give some insight on what it was like to be a part of the class of 2018. I'm not sure if my fellow classmates remember this, but in this most recent December, our class assembled in the auditorium as the winter chorus concert was being held there. After all the songs were played, there were 5 minutes left until we were to leave for our next class. A few students in the front of the auditorium began to sing the national anthem. I'm not entirely sure the reason, but what I do know is that by the time it came to the Rockets' Red Glare, the entire auditorium was singing along. A more recent event occurred just about a month ago. The class of 2018 entered the high school with formal attire and high nerves, as we were ready to present our senior projects to a panel of judges. However nervous everyone must have been, I cannot recall a time where I have heard good luck as many times as I did that day. Moments like these create a sentiment that is built on companionship, understanding, and respect. Now, the community that is Barrington High School's class of 2018 manifests itself in many ways. Some standard ways that everyone would assume, but also some ways that may surprise you. Everyday occurrences like students lending each other pencils, holding the door open for other students, and treating each other nicely are all things that everyone would expect from a class. Those are the things that we were taught to do. But this class has gone far above and beyond what we were simply taught to do, as together we have forged this community out of our own goals, our own ambitions, and our own hopes. This community has been prominent contributors to the school's Blue Ribbon Awards, the school's spot on Wall Street Journal's America's Most Challenging Schools list, and the school's prominence in numerous other national rankings. These awards are just physical representations of the school's success, but the individual growth that we have all seen is just as important. as we all entered high school with the same goals in mind: to maintain good grades, have a nice friend group, and to be involved. And we exit having accomplished these goals. But on top of that, we have something that cannot be shown on a transcript. We have something that is not represented by the amount of followers that you have on Instagram, and we have something that does not look good on a resume, but it's just as important: this community. Now you may be thinking, well, great, they have this community, but now what? And that's a valid question, but I can tell you exactly what this means for our future. Before that, let me remind you that I'm 17. I did pretty well on my economics quiz about tax rates versus tax revenue, but I do not know the secret to living a happy life. But I think I figured out a small part of it. Embrace the communities that you're in. Our time with this community may be coming to an end, but your entire life, you will be in a community, and oftentimes, multiple communities. Many students will further their education at a college or a university. You've entered a new community. Some students are entering the armed forces or attending academies that lead them into a future of service. You've entered a new community. If you marry and start a family, you've created a new community. When you move your house and you end up in a new neighborhood, you've entered a new community. You will always be a part of a community, and oftentimes multiple communities. So please, welcome the thoughts of these communities. Be involved in them and cherish them, as some communities you find yourself in can only be physically intact for a certain period of time, like this one. Not only did this class challenge me, teach me, and allow me to learn, but this class has shaped me, this school has shaped me, and this community has shaped me. I give my sincerest congratulations and good wishes to my classmates. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Great job. All right. Get my attire blowing around here. So every year, before we present the diplomas to the class, you know, I get to say my last few words to this wonderful group of individuals that are seated behind me. What's interesting as I was listening to today's speakers and also to yesterday's at Friendship Service is that common theme about this class that you'll hear in my speech as well. So it's great. I think all of our students did a great job. Mr. Downey yesterday as our guest speaker for Friendship did a wonderful job. So now I'll just end before the presentation with some final words. So members of the school committee, administration, faculty, parents, guests, and the Barrington High School class of 2018. As we come together on this extraordinary day to celebrate the outstanding group of individuals seated behind me, I would first like to pause for a moment of silence to remember those who could not be with us today. Thank you. Now, it is not very often that I like to call in a favor. However, earlier in the week, with the remnants of Tropical Storm Alberto heading in our direction and looking like it would make for a rainy weekend, I reached out to one of our teacher assistants, Barbara Green, who just happens to be the mother of Channel 10 meteorologist Zach Green, and asked her if she could pull a few strings. Well, apparently it worked. So Barbara and Zach, we owe you one. Today marks a milestone of sorts for me as I have now reached 38 years in public education. My first 19 years, thank you. My first 19 years were spent at Taunton High School in Taunton, Mass, and now I stand here today ready to complete my 19th year in Barrington. When you work with such a dedicated staff in a community such as ours that continually supports education, and then you add to that the hardworking, talented, and truly good-hearted students that are sitting behind me today, you end up creating this exceptional educational environment that is extremely rewarding to be a part of year after year. Recently, I attended an annual Community Scholarship Foundation Awards presentation that was held at the Barrington Public Library. Some of the students seated here today were there in attendance to receive their CSF scholarships. At this event, a longtime Barrington resident and 1963 graduate from BHS commented on how it didn't seem possible that it had been 55 years since this class graduated from Barrington High. As I was next on the agenda to present my award, I quickly commented that although I couldn't beat this gentleman's 55 years, on May 17th, I did attend my 55th prom. And by the way, what a prom and after prom that was. You guys were awesome. My point is that many of you and your parents have told me that you can't believe how fast your senior year has gone by. In reality, to me, it seems like just yesterday that you entered the halls of Barrington High School as young, impressionable freshmen, wondering how to find your ways to the 500 classrooms, worried about who you would sit with at lunch in the cafeteria. And now you sit here today on this beautiful afternoon, surrounded by family and friends, ready to move far beyond the walls of Barrington High School to take on the world. All of you have demonstrated the skills and competencies required to earn a Barrington High School diploma, and in just a few minutes, you will walk across this stage and celebrate this well-deserved accomplishment. In Kenny Chesney's song, "Don't Blink," yes, it's true, I was a product of 70s rock, growing up listening to Dylan, Hendrix, and Led Zeppelin, and now I listen to country music. It happens. So in the song, Kenny sings of an old man who is turning 102, and when the man was asked what the secret of life is, he looked up from his old pipe, laughed, and said, "All I can say is don't blink." So the song goes on to talk about trying to slow it down and trying to take it all in. My advice to each and every one of you is to slow it down by taking time to appreciate the things you truly love and are passionate about, and enjoy every step of this exciting journey that you are about to embark on. Recently, my youngest daughter stopped by the high school to visit some teachers after returning home from studying abroad for a semester in Spain. Later that day, as I was walking through the halls, a teacher who she had visited approached me and said, "You did a great job with that one." As parents, it's always wonderful when someone says to us, "You've done a great job raising your kids. You must be proud." Now just imagine what it must feel like to hear that statement about an entire class, as I have heard time and again over the past 4 years of how proud I must be of the students who make up the class of 2018. And nothing could be further from the truth. If there is one word that embodies the class of 2018, it's resiliency. Merriam-Webster defines being resilient as tending to recover from or adjusting easily to misfortune or change. In the past 4 years, the students in this class have overcome challenges and adversity by tackling problems head-on and working collectively to resolve differences in a positive way. When the Rhode Island Department of Education decided to make the SAT mandatory for all juniors in the state of Rhode Island, the class of 2018 was the first to pilot this new mandate. With nearly every student participating in the assessment, as a class, they crushed it, scoring 601 in evidence-based reading and writing and 600 in math. Yeah, it was pretty good. These were outstanding scores by which the class set the bar very high for classes to follow. However, more importantly than achieving high test scores, it is the intangible qualities such as kindness, the willingness to work together, and a caring and compassionate nature that defines this class. It will make this class, the class of 2018, a class to remember. And for that, I will be forever grateful. To the class of 2018, continue to challenge adversity. Continue to meet your problems head-on. Continue to work together for the good of the whole. And continue to prove that you are truly a remarkable class. To our parents, friends, and relatives that are here today, joined us for this ceremony, don't blink as we watch the students of this amazing class get ready to begin their remarkable journey. Thank you, and good luck to each and every one of you. Congratulations to the class of 2018. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Chair of the Barrington School Committee, Mrs. Kate Brody, who will present the diplomas to this year's graduates. Members of the class of 2018, please prepare to receive your diplomas. Sam, that's you. Right here. Mrs. Brody, the graduating seniors, whose names I am about to read, having met all requirements established by the Barrington School Committee and the state of Rhode Island, are presented to you to receive their diplomas. You guys ready? Okay. Samuel Robert Reed. Jacob Raymond Whitman. Grace Flaherty. David Alexander Jarrett. Riddy J. Adia. Ethan Alexander Singer. Effie S. Nathan. Madyson D. Borek. George James Connelly. Carolyn Paige Adamson. Maxwell H. Augustin. Stephanie Rose Allen. Bella Alexandra Alcid. Michael Lazar Alcid. Ethan Joseph Ames. Hannah Rebecca Ames. Mia C. Amoroso. Alexis Marie Anderson. Ashley Nicole Anderson. Jenna Grace Andriozzi. Samantha H. Auber. Dante J. Augustine. Andrew Michael Baclini. Louis Owen Bacchetti. Adam Bagdasarian. Itai Taylor Bally. Jake P. Bassignani. Benjamin P. Bazik. Elena S. Bolyu. Ann Midgley Burkery. Nicholas Anthony Bernardo. That's it. Can't move now. Max Oliver Blaine. Matthew David Block. Noah S. Block. Nicholas Michael Bono. Alyssa Isabel Borden. Anna Lee Lamson Bowser. Ryan P. Brady. Zachary C. Brennan. Anna Grace Brousseau. Kenitha S. Brown. Harrison Linnell Brown. Antonio Campanmanes Gonzalez. Jalen C. Cardoza. Sean C. Cotter. Sarah S. Caskey. Alexander Chan Zervis. Louise Francoise Robert Chanfro. Matthew Spencer Child. Tyler Fitzgerald Child. Johanna Eva Chinicki. Aiden Maris Clegg. Cameron C. Clegg. Zoe Amelia Collins. Andrew Joseph Connelly. Paige Concannon. Devin Richardson Connors. Michael Robert Coogan. Andrew Dylan Cook. Erin Rose Cowden. Mary Rose Cowden. Landon T. Christ. Lena Grace Christ. Rachel M. Cross. Emilio Gabriel Cuevas. Lydia R.B. Cullen. Declan Hall Curry. Emma Catherine Daft. Andrea Dan. Taryn Lee DeMalon. Olivia Rachel Deaton. Kyle Richardson DeFreitas. Amelia Christina Delantonio. Jack William DeLuca. Alexis P. DeMarco. Matthew William DePasquale. Mary Kate DeRiso. Madyson M. DeSimone. Callie Alexis Deal. Richard David Diorio. Thomas Arthur DiPaola. Kathleen Rose Dolan. Keith Richard Douglas. Anna Kathleen Downs. Julia Rose Dusham. John Robert Dunn. Lillianne Ruth Dunphy. Gianna Boothman Dyke. Elizabeth H. Enos. Elliot M. Enton. Christian Epps. Catherine C. Faulkner. Jonathan McCarran Fay. Kaylee E. Feather. Catherine Alice Felag. Eric Gardner Fitzgerald. Julia Cunningham Fortin. Abigail Ann Foster. Keith Christopher Francis. Sydney Rose Frederick. Jane Olivia Fryman. Grant I. Friedman. Adeline M. Fullaway. Claire Frances Gaffney. Thomas John Gardner. Aiden Cole Gasparo. Lily Gazarian. Angelina P. Gonzalez. Benjamin Thor Goodrich. Owen Duffy Gordon. Allison Rose Grant. Madeline Anasis Gravel. Emily Brigitte Gray. Jason Greenberg. Louis M. Gertler. Charles Romeo Guglielmo. Patrick D. Hall. Lindsay Taylor Hands. Marin Ruth Hodder. Sanny Charles Hodder. Millie Sophia Harris. Brooke Alexandra Harrop. Zoe Sky Hebert. Samantha Carmel Heiser. Catherine Louise Hilty. Jack Hoder. Emma McDonald Holmes. Patrick Michael Hoover. Courtney Elizabeth Howarth. Elizabeth Bowers Hutchings. Hannah Rose Igo. Dylan P. Ingham. Grace Margaret Inman. Elizabeth Ayers Iserson. Jared M. Jagler. Bruno D. Jardin. Victoria Rose Jenkins. Shannon L. Joseph. Samuel F. Jurgelite. Abigail Tess Kaplan. Thomas Francis Kelleher. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, because usually they all measure. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you guys doing a great job. Katrina Andreevna Kelly. George W. Kellum. Rushan Ali Khan. Hannah Catherine Kirchner. Parker Marie Kirkwood. Riley Catherine Clock. Sarah Caitlin Kolaski. August Joseph Cruzcamp. Claudia L. Kriz. Andrea F. Kubismeyer. William Lee Kuhn. Elliot James Laidlaw. Michael Jank LaMontagne. Aiden R. Lane. Jacob Daniel Loria. Jacob Dale Lawrence. Liam C. Layton. Matthew Leonard. Henry Takahiro Locke. Zachary Osamu Locke. Missed it. Grace E. Lombardi. Safa A. Mabruk. Elias Henry McGillivray. Kyle Michael Machado. Cabot David Marr. Megan Mary Mahoney. Oliver Albert Manlove. Andrew Patrick Mara. Stephen G. Marshall. Mateo Martinez. Dallas Lane Mashburn. Samuel J. Mazziello. Faith J. May. Can you get a hat? Thanks, Joe. Connor Etung McGardle. Clara L. McBride. William F. McCaughey. Robley Todd McGarry. Liam Patrick McManus. Lucy Ears McMillan. Connor James McQuarrie. Benjamin Louis Medeiros. Victoria Sky Mello. Paul Robert Merlino. Reina V. Mishra. Ellen Mary Murphy. Jessica Eve Nassau. Paige Nistel. Timothy Reed Nolan. Benjamin Warner Noonan. Jackson C. Obelomia. Brandon M. Ocasio. Christian Thomas Ojakshian. Jafet Gabriel Ortega Mazan. Heather Patricia Osman. Troy J. Paiva. Jocelyn Robin Palethorpe. Camille Victoria Palm. Madyson Rose Palmieri. Sydney Catherine Parkhurst. Lee Abigail Payne. Nicholas Paul Peacher. Angel Juan Pereira. Austin J. Pereira. Ethan Jordan Pereira. Wolfgang Sebastian Personius. Michael David Pfeffer. Jacqueline M. Pimentel. Anthony Edward Pitts. Faith Ann Polando. Evan Nathaniel Pomfret. Dominic Lawrence Portelli. Isabel Emily Portugali. Tyler Olivia, oh, start that one again. Tyler Oliveira Prates. Sorry about that, Tom. Olivia Nicole Patazik. Jesse G. Ramos. Alexandra Brooke Rattery. Ryan Alexander Reed. Tobias Joseph Ryan. Brendan Ryan Ridlon. Nicholas E. Rimashitis. Hope Knowles Robertson. William Robert Robichaud. Dominic J.Q. Robidou. Hunter Antonio Roccabello. Samuel Taylor Rockwell. Natalie C. Rotundo. Joshua Kyle Roy. Luke Zachary Alligator Rudman. Not common Sangs Rijan. Emily Divine Sancombe. Michael San Giuliano. Christopher Michael Sarley. Matthew T. Scarella. Max William Scheibel. Arik Okumian Schneer. Lilith Antoinette Schwartz. Cooper William Shadow. Allison Doreen Seneschal. Alexander W. Senich. Madeline Ann Seven. Maya Matarazzo Chef. William K. Short. Nathaniel R. Singer. Drew W. Sermalis. Lindsay Ruth Skadberg. Theodore J. Small. Ian H. Smith. Asher Graham Mackenzie Suarez. Alston Jensen Stone. Maya Lee Striuli. Jonathan P. Sullivan. Celia Ruth Saraski. Phoebe Ann Sweeting. Kaylee A. Swintack. Madyson Kate Zaliga. Cassandra Taylor. Alexandra Teresa Tights. James S. Thayer. Maxwell Howard Thurston. Christopher Tien. Catherine I. Tumber. Robert H. Vanier. Amanda Collegeria Visi. Benjamin Joseph Visi. Allison Gordon Vetramile. Isabella Vashulo. Abigail Jean Walter. Jillian Rhea Walter. Liam Fitzpatrick Warner. John McCann Warren. Colby Michael Watson. Axel A. Weber. Patrick Amin Webby. Evan Weinstein. Molly Egan West. George P. Wicker. Catherine M. Wind. Matthew Arnold Zelznick. Jessica Kayla Zeltzer. And Kathleen Margaret Zitzman. At this time, let's have a round of applause for the graduates of 2018. At this time, I would ask our class marshal, Alexi Carolyn, to keep our students standing as we congratulate the Barrington High School class of 2018. It is with heartfelt pleasure and gratitude that we declare you as graduates of our school. Will all the faculty and guests now rise and applause for our next generation as they march into their futures.